Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today, returning once again, Dead Guy.
What's up, guys?
And we're taking a bit of a break from Superman Batman to do the first arc, Jeph Loeb's first arc of Supergirl.
Yes.
Now, we already went over issue 0, so I'm just going to breeze right through it for a second. They set up a lot of the notion like, is Supergirl more powerful? She wants to be left alone. Her dealing the stuff with Batgirl. There's something about her not being that affected by kryptonite, things like that. And then by the end of it, Lex has all the different kryptonites in his gauntlet,
Yeah, he's got the Infinity Gauntlet.
basically. Now this is going to set up something peculiar. Like right here, there can only be one Supergirl.
Wait,
Now, you're probably, now, I gotta say this, there's one problem I have with Ian Churchill and Supergirl. He makes the skirt too short. Look at that.
I mean, it is unpractical. I'm not even going to lie about it. It's
That's
unpractical.
like, uh,
You might as well just be in your underwear.
yep. Oh, there's more Michael Turner cover.
Oh, that's great.
Now she's remembering when she took off and everything that happened on Krypton. Now that's great art.
That is, wow.
We then she remembers from her point of view, her waking up as she's talking to Stargirl. Wow. So even though you're my age, you're really older than Superman, right? I guess technically. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how suspended animation works, but I'm around 15 or 16 years old here on Earth. Anyway, you look at it, I still can't get us into an R-rated movie. Oh, but we see them. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. As the Justice Society are fighting them all off, they're like, oh, and don't know. So far, I haven't really needed it. I live on an island with a group of girls who aren't exactly closing inspired. You sure they don't need any help down there? Help? No, we're the JSA. We kick butt. I like how you went with the bare midriff. Keeps the other guy's eyes off your fists. You thinking about getting your belly button pierced? Not unless I'm going with a kryptonite earring. The whole girl seal makes piercing kind of impossible. Right. I thought maybe you'd have to ask his permission. You wear that S, it comes with, I don't know, obligations. Ooh. Not
Damn.
exactly. I spend most of my time on Paradise Island, and I go to Wonder Woman for advice before I go to my cousin. Right. Well, Wonder Woman's great too. And then Power Girl shows up. But then Supergirl flies in and takes him out. No, I hope you didn't mind it and mind that I thought I had him, but I'm glad you got my back, Star. And Stargirl said you were coming. I know we met that day in Paradise Island, but there was so many people. Yeah, it was kind of a blur. Well, and then maybe it's time that Power Girl met Supergirl. Cool. I have so many questions for you. Damn! Now she has no idea why she's doing it. Something is causing Power Girl to fight her.
Whoa.
Like, Power Girl, what the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, they just keep fighting out until they're eventually separated. And it's soon decided they have to keep a distance for a while. But because this is still the point before Power Girls found out her true origins during Infinite Crisis. So they feel they gotta do some tests, and she's fed up with tests. She feel like my head's screwed up enough as it is. I know all I want to know. So don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Like, of course, they still talk it out. Look, despite what happened, I came to you because I thought, well, since we came from the same place, maybe we could be friends. Friends? Well, aside from the obvious that we shouldn't be making any physical contact, I don't think that's going to happen. At least not. At least for now, right now. Can I ask why? Kara, this is about me, not you. Everything about me, who I am, what I'm doing here, is all confused. So basically, she had found and flies up, and but of course, like before I went all berserk, I felt something dark inside of you. You might want to look into. Great. So then we find out that Lex knows something still about this Supergirl. So Supergirl's either heading me up with Connor. Turn back now. I'm not going to ask you twice. Uh-oh. You can see where this arc is going.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Yep, fighting the Titans. Ooh, another good cover.
That's great.
What the hell is your problem? You being here. I told the Titans all I want to do is be left alone. I told Superman I didn't want to come back. Superboy, Connor, you don't know me. You don't know me at all. Yeah, so what? All I want is for you to be gone. So I spent years and years trapped inside a spaceship from Krypton, all alone on a dead rock from a dead world, and I promise you, I will never be bound again. What are you, deaf? I don't give a rat's ass about your problem. Listen, I already went through getting my face French fried by Heat Vision with Power Girl. I'm not going to take it from you. Power Girl? What's she got to do with any of this? So basically, here's the thing. Connor thinks he's there because of his issue with Lex. So he's just assuming things. So it's causing
Wow.
him to get, overreact. She punches
Very
him,
defensive.
and dislocates his jaw. But, ah, you stupid, crazy stupid. Hey, it worked. So I'm not a complete idiot. Well, if I overlooked the fact that you broke in the first place, which you would have done the same thing if you had the chance. Connor, can we start over? Is that really a question? How about Kara? I'm sorry. And hi. Hi yourself. So this is how you want to be left all alone? Oh dear. Of course, basically like, so what this is all about? Drawing me out here for the Titans? What? No, I don't have anything to do with them. Oh boy.
Oh
Basically,
no.
there's a lot of misunderstanding here, and it's very contrived.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Beast Boy has to bring up Tara. Oh, go to hell, Beast Boy.
Oh wow.
Yep. So she's finding off Cassie, and now Cassie, her lasso deals with anger, but turns out she has greater anger and turns it back on Cassie.
She is a
Raven
teenage
and
girl.
yep. Well, they're both teenagers.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Raven shows up, tries to hold her in, but doesn't work. But it was enough to calm them down. They all come. Vic, we never even get to talk about why she came out here. Kara got here. I tried to chase her off her own good, and then you all showed up. Wait a second. If you didn't send Supergirl, then how did you know she was here so quickly? When a high-speed projectile is headed for the Kent house, of course we're going to investigate.
Okay.
Makes
Yeah, good
sense?
luck. Yeah, good luck hiding from Cyborg anyway.
Yep. But soon she decides to leave off. Of course, Robin shows up. And basically they try to talk things down, and then Starfire shows up. Now Starfire is part of the Outsiders by this point.
Okay.
Again, Lex is then showing up the different kryptonites, and then there's Black Kryptonite, which was introduced in Smallville.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yep. So, ooh, nice cover.
Yeah, that cover was great.
Now we're seeing Supergirl fighting up and sparring against Grace from the Outsiders. Well, all the Outsiders, actually. And then she breaks the kryptonite shackles. Now, to be fair, that is still possible for them to do.
Yeah, right at first. Yeah.
Yep. This is when we had Captain Boomerang's son, and he
Oh
was with
no.
the Outsiders. So yeah, they're talking out a bit more, and as she tries to explain everything that happened, and basically this was all just to test them. Oh, and woo,
Well, yeah, that just happened.
yeah. Like, then I know where I'm going, and this is something I have to do alone. Wrong. We've all been there, Kara, wanting to carry the ball ourselves, thinking this is your problem to fix, and it never works out. You're going up against Luthor, you'll get hurt or worse. So they basically figure out Luthor's involved with things.
Okay.
But they were going to follow her, but turns out she took out their jet. Now Stargirl follows her, but then Lex zapped her. Luthor! Yes. I have to thank the Outsiders for playing their part. I see you got my message, Girl of Steel, but we haven't properly been introduced. I'm Lex Luthor, the last man you'll see before you die. You came down from the heavens along with your instrument of destruction, Kryptonite, the likes of which this planet has yet to see. For that I am most grateful. There my gratitude ends, because knowingly or not, you were the cause of my downfall. You see, your arrival was foretold to me by someone you've met, someone you've been intimate with. Darkseid! Where is basically he wants to know where Darkseid is, fight it off a bit more, and basically then what does he do? He uses the black kryptonite on her and brings forth the evil Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
What are you? What is this gibberish you're spouting? I said, Lex, you just made the biggest mistake of what's left of your life.
Yes. Yes.
Now that's an homage to an old Superman cover. But yeah, like, Darkseid, you remember him, don't you? He told me that your true nature would emerge when I exposed it to the black kryptonite. And in that moment, you would be my friend and realize I'm not your enemy. I am your friend. Lex, for a very smart man, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like every hero you've encountered, whether it was Justice Society, the Teen Titans, or the Outsiders, has wound up battling you. They all know, they can sense it. The darkness within you. Shut up and make your move. So yeah, this leads to a big fight between her and him and the evil Supergirl. But she takes out his gauntlet using heat vision and then super breath to shatter it. I hope you can get your money back. Yeah, Lex goes down pretty dang quick.
Well, yeah.
And then evil Supergirl turns on regular Supergirl. Well, not yet. But Lex still has his own means of getting away from her and all of this. I'm your doomsday. Lands right on in the Justice League satellite. Green Lantern shows up. Like, regardless, you have to believe me. My argument today is not with you or anyone in the JLA. Uh huh. Then who was your argument with? That'd be me. Supergirl, close, but nope. And that's my toy you're playing with. Just what the hell's going on? He took my toy, Green Lantern, so I'm taking yours. He took his ring already. Oh, don't tell me what I
What?
can't do. Oh, where are you, Lex? But then Stargirl's trying to help Supergirl up by slapping her awake. And uses heat vision to heal her, to cauterize her wound. Um, Basically, Supergirl's now starting to feel like a lot of this was Fire brings up comparing it to Blackfire, and Supergirl feels like now she's finally feeling relieved. Oh, now Hawkman shows up,
Whoa.
and Black Canary
Yes.
holding her down, and Flash shows up, and oh, hey Speedboat, don't you know where we are? Outside on the moon. Nowhere, no breathing. Oh shit. Fastest maybe. Brightest? Nuh-uh. Oh, and Martian Manhunter? Oh, I wouldn't bet my life on it. Now, again,
Wow.
the big question is, who is the real Supergirl?
Huh.
That is the big question here.
So I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah, and this is where Loeb comes up with one of the dumbest ideas.
Oh no.
Oh, look at this cover. You have Ian Churchill doing one and Michael Turner doing the other on both.
Also, they basically castled on each cover. That's wonderful.
Yep. But yeah, turns like this is um Jor-El's brother. But basically, then tells her you're supposed to go there. But then he said, she's have to go naked for the trip to absorb all the energy. But then it says, when you get there, once you've earned their trust, you are to seek out the baby Kal-El and kill him. Love to, Daddy. My uncle Jor-El thought that Kal-El should be the lesson of Krypton. My father Zor-El didn't share the same philosophy. Ever since they were children, Jor-El went out of his way to diminish Zor-El's accomplishments, even though Jor-El was the younger of the two. They were, in Earth's terms, Krypton's Cain and Abel, and while our Cain never slew Abel, he'd be damned before he let Jor-El's son be Krypton's heritage, when Jor-El's daughter was so much more suited for the task. That would be me. Of course, and then we see a bit about that, and they seem to again apply, did Darkseid make her evil or bring out what was already there? You're lying. Nothing like that ever happened. Then how do you explain me? Now, of course, this would eventually be a big mess throughout everything. You gotta be honest. That is a dumb idea.
Yeah. Yeah. It's already thrown me off.
Exactly. And eventually it would take a bunch like Joe Kelly would try to say, oh, he didn't really want her to kill Kal-El, but Kal-El brought these Kryptonian ghosts with him that would destroy the world. And then eventually it was then stated that she was all the kryptonite she was exposed to gave her kryptonite poisoning, which ended up was slowly going to kill her and gave her all these false messages and origins.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be for many years. So yeah, we're seeing the two Supergirls fight it out. She's taunting her, of course, saying, I'm the real one. You're not. You're nothing like me.
Wow.
You got that right." Like
Wow.
my advice to all of you, and I hate to agree, run, but I'll hold on to her until you can get to safety. But they eventually take off. They keep on flying. They crash into Gotham. Oh, look at Batman there.
That is freaking amazing.
Yep. And evil Supergirl's about to attack, but good Supergirl stops her. They keep on fighting. Wonder Woman and Superman then show up. But then to make things more interesting, she tackles Supergirl in, and then for a moment, Superman punches her, but like, why'd you hit me? She swapped costumes.
What? What?
Now we have this moment. Oh, this is also dumb. One of you deserves this, and I'm sorry if you're the other one. I can't believe you're falling for this. Sorry that just because the switch switches the S in my chest that you think you could just pound me? Yeah, Superman, that was dumb.
Yeah.
You don't pick a fight with a warrior born. Basically, they keep fighting it out, and basically she's saying, I'm stronger than you, faster than you, more powerful than you. One thing you should learn by now, Kara, don't believe everything you hear. And this is where he explains about the whole idea that I've been holding back for so long. So you're not more powerful. You just don't have any, holding back on things.
Sure, there's no restraint yet.
Yep. Now, eventually, though, with some talk from, it's inside to use the lasso of truth, which had never been. Supergirl did not have Wonder Woman use on her yet. And then finally asks, who is Kara Zor-El? The two merge together, and Kara is back to normal. The problem, of course, was I didn't know the truth. It would be like asking someone with amnesia to tell you their name. The lasso would compel you to say something you couldn't, and your brain would shut down. I've learned since then that there really isn't what we think of as amnesia. Like in the movies, when you bump your head and forget who you are, what really happens is basically saying there's Trump. It's Loeb's trying to be all showing his smarts about how there's no real amnesia, just trauma. But right
Gotcha.
now, then we're seeing she's back, and she's finally got a lot of things sorted out, but she still has to make sure what's true and what's not. And she heads off to be on her own.
Wow.
Let's be honest, that was a good story, but then got dumb at the end.
Yeah, it had a Stephen King ending. Not even gonna lie about that.
So, what did you think of that one overall?
Overall, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Great artwork and all that.
Wonderful artwork. Some of the best I've seen. Great story up until what seemed like just kind of lazy writing at the end, to be
And
honest.
so
I
they
hate to
make
say it, but
Jor-El and Zor-El, Cain and Abel. What?
yeah, I don't know. But
And then he
yeah,
leaves the book. And then he
it,
leaves
ma-
the book.
it makes you wonder, like, did he leave a mess on purpose? You know what I mean? Like,
Did
oh,
he
good
pull a
luck
John
sorting this
Byrne and
out.
having Superman kill the Phantom Zoners?
Yeah, like, hey, good luck sorting this mess out, guys. See ya.
I mean, I can understand to a degree why he thought it would be a good idea, but it was a bad idea.
Yeah, and honestly, that I think that was a time for retconning too. Like every other issue was getting they were retconning something and changing things a year or two later. So
Yep.
I think that's also what he had in mind. Like they'll just fix
Nah,
it.
no, I think
They'll
he
sort
really
it out.
truly wanted to explain it, but also throw in a mystery that others could play with. Unfortunately, again, it was a dumb mystery that no one wanted to deal with.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Like I said, Joe
But
Kelly trying to
still,
find a way around it and still
still
have her
though,
be a good girl.
I still think it was a good story. It was still a great story.
Yep. And
I'm not
a
going to
lot of
judge the whole
action.
thing on just the end. What's that?
A lot of action. Mindless
Yeah,
action.
yes, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
All right. Well, that's all we've got on this one. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.